everyone, welcome to my channel, Open Heart Healing. My name is Sarah Walsh, and I am an ambassador for Christ consciousness. Feels weird saying that, but that's what they told me to say. So yeah, I'm glad that you are here with me in this now moment. I appreciate you spending time with me. And so today I am, oh, I was supposed to look up something, but I forgot to do it. If you're watching this, I was supposed to look up, I think that in one of your emails to me, you said something about us being antenna or something. That came to me last night, and then I was going to look back at your emails, but I forgot because of the message yesterday, the one card I kept getting antenna, which did mean something to somebody. They told me that it meant something to them, so that was good, but I also think it was supposed to be something with that I was supposed to tell everyone, but of course I forgot, so I'll have to maybe tell you tomorrow. And then, whatever. And I'm also supposed to tell you that, look at my crazy hair today. I look like I'm one of the Who's from Whoville. Like, whoo, this big, like, mushroom poof on my head. Anyway, it makes me laugh. I'm supposed to talk about that if you are regularly watching these videos, no matter if I made them a long time ago or you're watching them the day that I'm recording them, like today is, what, January 20th, 2022, and it doesn't matter. As long as, if you're watching these videos, most of them anyway, I'm supposed to tell you that our souls have contracts with each other to work together in this way, and that by you watching my videos, you are fulfilling your end of the contract to be activated in some way. And I don't know exactly what that means, but that's what I was told. And I was also informed by Jesus that most people think I'm crazy now. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, you know. I don't have an outside perspective of looking in. I just have my own perspective of what I'm living and what I'm experiencing. And I know that what I'm experiencing and living is real. And I'm really like communicating with Jesus, the actual ascended master, the being Jesus. Like, it's real. It's not, I couldn't even make up the stuff that he tells me. But then I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I mean, my son tells me I'm crazy all the time, so I'm used to that, but he's I call him a salty teenager now. So, and he's Mr. Mental Logic, all up here. He doesn't have this activated yet, anyway, despite my best efforts to help him activate his heart. My younger son's a little more with the heart. He's a little more open-hearted. But anyway, so yes, Jesus told me that most people who know me and come across me just will think I'm nuts, that I'm schizophrenic or something like that. And then there will be people who can feel that what I'm speaking is truth, and it resonates with them as truth, but they have their own issues, and so I will trigger them, and some people will be jealous of my abilities, I guess. Which that I've triggered people my whole entire life. My energy triggers people all the time. If you haven't watched my video about haters, it's called Hi Haters. I talk about it anyway, about how I just have always had a lot of haters, and it's okay. That's what I came here. I came here just to not just to trigger people, but part of my mission is to trigger people. And a lot of times it's not so great for either of us when I do that, but it's for the greater good, and it's for a reason. It's for a purpose. Anyway. And so anyway, Jesus made me aware of the fact anyway that most people think I'm crazy, or would think I was crazy, and some people will be jealous. And I'm like, wow, I wouldn't think anyone would be jealous of my life. I I have no job, no income, no partner. Yeah, I'm like, wow, what, really jealous of me? All right, well, I mean, I guess, okay, it makes sense, I guess, in a way, but it's funny to me because I'm lacking so many. I'm just really, honestly, I'm really not great at being a human. I'm not really great at fitting in here on Earth and playing the Matrix game, but anyway, so I was supposed to tell you guys that, and that, yeah, so only a small percentage of people will resonate with my energy and my messages that I'm giving, and will realize, you know, anyway. But, so part of me, I don't know, I guess I feel like, well, I don't know, maybe I should be quiet more or something, like maybe I shouldn't talk about this all the time. But I know, no, like, Jesus, this is the whole point. My whole life has led up to this, for this, where I am now and the work that I'm doing, even though it doesn't look like work that much to regular people, but it is work, and I'm doing the work of Jesus in any way that I can. And I've allowed him to use my human body for his purposes, I guess. So anyway, so if you're one of the people who likes my energy and I don't trigger, or if I trigger, you realize it's your own thing to look at and not really my fault. If you're mature enough to be at that level, yeah, I'm just here for a certain number of people. Like how in another reading, spirits, I'm not everyone's. Never making a joke. Cup of tea. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. But if I am your cup of tea, then that means, you know, we agreed to work together and our higher selves are working together. So our higher selves are working, and that's how I'm getting the messages that will give you activations or things that you need for your own journey. And it's like, you know, it's a symbiotic relationship, I guess, of like, I don't know. I don't really, my human mind can't really understand it all. But anyway, I was supposed to talk about that a little bit and just say, like, for those of you who are my people, not that you're my people, but, you know, my tribe, I appreciate you and I love you. I love everybody, but, yeah, I'm glad that there are some people who can receive these messages and these codes and are, yeah. Anyway, enough about that. So today, my tea, I was guided to drink the love tea again. Apparently, it's one of my favorites. And it says, a heart, I was supposed to bring the package to read, because it always has a little description there or whatever, and it says, a heartwarming touch of rose, chamomile, and lavender. Well, that sounds like it's going to put me to sleep. I didn't realize this tea had chamomile and lavender in it. All right, well, good to know. But anyway, a heartwarming touch of rose. So I don't know if, Stephanie, if you're watching this video, I feel like that would be for a little wink to you. But for others too, maybe. That means something. Maybe people are, if you're having trouble sleeping, you might want to consider using chamomile and lavender. Both of those things are good for if you can't sleep. I had terrible insomnia last night. I've had, for a good couple of years, I've just been able to fall asleep just like that when I go to bed. I don't have any problem falling asleep, but I don't know how long it's been now. Maybe like a month or something. I've had a lot of nights where I can't fall asleep, even though I'm really tired and it's late and whatever. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe the energies or whatever. But, so yeah, I'm just supposed to give you the message that if you're having trouble sleeping, chamomile and lavender are great options to use. You can get them obviously in tea. Essential oils, I use doTERRA essential oils myself because they're the best quality. But you can get, there's lots of brands that are very good too, that you can get. So if you wanted to try to use essential oils or get like a linen spray to spray on your pillow or something like that, yeah, that's the message. And then here's my mug today. I'm using today's forecast, mostly magical, with a chance of miracles. I love how I'm trying to read it backwards on the screen, because for me on the screen it's backwards right now. I know for you, you'll be able to see it the correct way, which is nice. I like when technology just does stuff like that for me, and I don't have to worry about it. But anyway, I forgot that it's the phrases on the back of the mug too, so I can just look at the back and read it. Mostly magical with a chance of miracles. That's pretty much my life every day now. It's very magical, which is nice, I guess. I appreciate it. So let's see if it's too hot to drink or not. It's still a little hot, but it's good. I love that tea. I'm gonna order more of it because I think in the sampler pack that I bought of tea, like each variety has maybe like 5 tea bags of it in there. So I'm gonna buy more packages, full packages of this one and the licorice and peppermint one. That one was very good as well. I did not really care for that green tea matcha or whatever it's called, matcha green tea that I was drinking yesterday. It was kind of gross. It was like, just saw the 2 of cups on the bottom of the deck there. So I guess I'm supposed to mention that. 2 of cups, my favorite card. Although I'd say not maybe anymore my favorite card. I think my favorite card now is the sun. The sun card. I just love how I get the same cards. Oh, I haven't had this card for a while though. That's good. Oh, we got that card again? What's on the bottom of the deck? And look who's on the bottom of the deck again. This guy's stalking me. Sorry, I just yelled that. This King of Wands in this deck. Actually, we got the King of Wands in the other deck yesterday too, right? In the reading. So the King of Wands is stalking me. Well, whatever. Whatever. All right, so we'll get into the cards. We have the Queen of Wands. It's funny, I give the message that I'm supposed to give to you guys like before I do the cards, and then I realize the cards will give me the same message, and then I was like, well, I could have, if I had known it was going to come out in the cards, I could have just waited to give the message, but whatever. I guess it's just confirmation of my messages then. The Ace of Swords. This is honestly like maybe my least favorite card in this deck. Just in this deck. I don't know what it is about this card, but it bugs me. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then the 5 of Pentacles. I feel mean saying that, but it's all right. Most of the cards in this deck I absolutely love, so. And we saw this card the other day, right? Someone's feeling despondent, sad, left out in the cold. I hope nobody's left out in the cold today here because it's a cold one where I live today. It was like it's below 0 here. Oh right. Okay, this card is, I'm being drawn today to her shawl. She has like this shawl wrapped around her, but look at all of this part of the shawl that's on the ground. She's not using it. So she's left out in the cold, feeling cold, but she has resources that available to her that she's not using. See, she could use that extra fabric of her shawl. She could wrap it around her legs. Her legs are bare and dirty. But she could be wrapping that up around herself even more than she is. It's kind of just hanging there and kind of going to waste. So wasting, not taking advantage of resources available to you, not using your gifts fully or something like that. So maybe you need to look and see if you have gifts or abilities or resources that you are not utilizing to the fullest. Is what I'm getting. And today I'm also getting the feeling these pentacles are they're on the door, right? But I'm getting the message of like, these pentacles are right here. She could take these pentacles if she wanted. So that's just further confirming that message for me of like that there are resources that are there that are not being utilized, and someone could utilize them and should maybe utilize them, I guess would be the message then, right? Oh, we've got the sun creeping in because it's a little later in the day again for my video, but I had to go pick up my son. He got out of school early because he had finals or like tests or whatever, and he got done early, so he didn't want to sit at the school for hours and wait for the bus to come. So normally I would have done on a typical day I would have done my video by now, but I don't even know what time it is right now. Maybe like 2 o'clock or something. 2 p.m.? I don't know. All right. The Queen of Wands. She's got a black cat. So I know at least one of you has a black cat. Maybe more of you. So it's a message to the cat, like, give your cat some extra love or something. I don't know. But this cat also, this cat looks a lot like my cat, because my cat, well, I have 2 cats, but my black cat named Twilight, she's all black, but she has a little patch of white right here, and then a little patch of white like down on her belly more. But this cat has a tiny little bit right above my finger. I don't know if you can see with the lighting and all of that. I feel like, I don't know. But anyway, it does. It has a tiny little patch of white there. And it's got green eyes. It looks like my cat. So this, I guess that means this symbolizes me. Which I think last time I got this card, I figured that I got the message that this Queen of Wands was me too. So I'm bringing the fire. Right, Hope? I'm bringing the fire. I'm bringing the fire. I'm bringing that holy fire to the world. And we're going to burn down everything that is not true, that is false. We're burning down the false so that the truth can bloom. Like when they burn, they do controlled burns of like farmland and stuff, I think, or like forests and stuff, why? So that it can have like new growth or something. Starting from scratch, like starting over to like renew it. You have to like burn it down and destroy it so then it can be renewed and restored. Oh man. That's nice. This looks like my rain stick. I have a rain stick that looks like this wand she's holding, kind of. Where is my rain stick? I own a lot of things, and I don't know where anything ever is. Is the problem. I think it's in this room somewhere. I think it might be over there. But anyway, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Rain stick. Again, I'm not really getting more than just a rain stick. So if that resonates with you in some way, let me know. You can comment down below, or you can send me an email if you want it to be private. I don't know why a rain stick would have to be a private message. So maybe I'll start putting my email down in the description box in case people want to contact me. That might be a good idea. So yeah, I'm just getting like, this is me. So this is me bringing the fire, bringing the holy fire, bringing the Christ consciousness. And all these candles are like, all of you guys are just the people who my energy will resonate with and will activate, who I'm contracted to activate. Because they have fire, it's the same fire. Like, right? Fire's the same. Yeah, so I hope that I'm doing a good job. I don't feel like I'm doing any job, but I'm just doing, as I've said before, I'm just doing what I'm told by Spirit or by Jesus or by whoever. If they tell me to do something, I do it, and I don't worry about why or the consequences, or then if I get backlash, I just go, yeah, whatever. It comes with the territory, I'm hearing. Okay, and then this card today is giving me the message of being all up in your head. Like somebody is all up in their head, just very like overthinking, right? Like it's got like different symbols here, sacred geometry, and like some math equations down here and stuff like that. And I'm just getting that like somebody is too much up here, maybe, and maybe not enough here in the heart. So the message is to remind you to go back into your heart. If you find yourself overthinking, having anxiety, worries, whatever, this is a reminder to go back into your heart space. Just put your hand here if you want. Just breathe into your heart space, close your eyes if you want, and just feel. And just feel it opening like a flower blossoming. That's how I always describe it. Of like what I do, I imagine that my heart, that's why I put this tattoo here, right? This symbolizes my sacred heart opening. It's like a rose, just opening up. And then you can feel what it feels like to have it be open and expanded. And then the more you practice that, the more you do that, the more you get a feel for what that feels like, the more that you can do that throughout your day without having to really like concentrate and think about it. Like it's not anything you think about really, you just feel it. You just feel. You put your awareness here and feel. And you just feel it open. I don't know if there's a better way for me to explain that, but that's the only way I have to explain it. So that's how I open my heart, or how I learned to open my heart. And now I pretty much live with my heart just open all the time. Now I can feel when it starts to get closed up. I notice it because it's my natural state of being is with the heart open. And so if it starts to close up now, I feel it right away. Whereas before I used to like always kind of be closed until I learned how to do that. Just kind of like that heart opening, which is why I named my business Open Heart Healing, because it was when I learned how to open my heart, that my heart chakra, that I began to heal, really, my real healing. I did a lot of inner work before that, but that was like the catalyst that really like made a huge difference and changed everything for me. There's a lot of staircase energy or imagery on this card, because this is a spiral staircase, and then there's a staircase behind her here. It's right here. Yeah, right here. There's like a regular staircase there behind her, or maybe that whatever. I don't know. So be careful on the stairs, I'm getting. So somebody maybe might have tendency to slip on some stairs right now. So just be cautious on stairs. Is I guess what I'm supposed to say about that with the stairs. Interesting. Yeah, well, it is Mercury retrograde, as we talked about yesterday, I think. And, more likely to have accidents and things go wrong and stuff like that. I know. I'm definitely experiencing it this time around. This retrograde's hitting me hard. But it's okay. I'm okay. I always have Jesus to protect me. So, anyway. I'm just being drawn to this keyhole on the door here. And of course, the key is right there. So the message is always like, she could just stand up and get this key and open the door and go in, and she would be inside. But she's choosing to just stay here, which is okay. If that's where you need to be, that's where you need to be for a while. But my attention was drawn to the fact that this door does not have a doorknob on it, which it does have this keyhole, but not a doorknob. And so I've been thinking a lot lately about the famous image of Jesus showing him knocking at the door, and it's supposed to symbolize the door to your heart. And if the artist did it right, the door is not supposed to have a doorknob on it on the outside. Although I did Google that. those images recently and saw that some of the artists did put doorknobs on there, and I'm like, oh, they didn't get the message. Like, they didn't do it right, Jesus said. It's okay though. No judgment. But anyway, it's supposed to symbolize the door to your heart, and the fact that you have to open your heart from the door to your heart from the inside. So like, you have to open the door to your heart to Jesus to let him in. He can't just come barging in. You know, I've talked about that before. You have free will, and he doesn't just come barging in. You have to open the door and invite him in. And anybody who invites him in, he will be there. He will be there. If you are genuine in your intention and your heart is pure, if you open the door to your heart to Jesus, Jesus will come to you like he comes to me. He can come to you too. So that's just reminding me of that, the whole thing with the Jesus knocking on the door to your heart, not having a way to open the door from the outside. The key. You have to give the key to your heart to Jesus. I like that. That's nice. I'm being prepared to get ready to talk about my experiences in the last, well, 5 months since I was sick with COVID and I almost died. That experience was a spiritual experience, and it was for a reason. And it took me a long time to work out like what exactly had happened and what's going on. And I knew right away after I had COVID and I started to get better, I knew right away that I was different, but I didn't know how for a while. I just knew I was different. I felt different. Something was different. And then I didn't still for like a long time. It wasn't until I had my BQH session that it started it started to come in, the message of what I had gone through and why I had gone through it and what it was all about. And even it was interesting. I thought Jesus could have just told me in my session. Jesus came to me in my session, and he could have just outright told me what had happened and what was going on. But instead, he just like gave me little clues in the session. He gave me clues as to what was going on, but he didn't come right out and tell me. And then he told me because he didn't want me to like be too shocked, and that would have ruined the experience of the session. Like it would have been too distracting or whatever. So he just planted like little seeds and gave me little like clues. And then it was after the session, it started coming in of like, he started telling me what the clues meant and what everything meant and stuff. And anyway, he's preparing me to tell the story to the world, but my human ego is resisting it. I don't want to tell people because people already think I'm crazy. And then now they're just, it's just a whole new level of crazy, I guess. But at this point, does it matter? Not really. But that's the purpose of me, that I'm going to be writing my book, which I haven't started yet, and I'm supposed to start soon. I have to get on that. That's going to be the whole purpose of the book, is to tell my truth and my story of what I experienced. Really going back to the end of 2019, when I first saw Jesus in my mind's eye, when I turned to him in my heart, when I opened my heart to him and invited him in, and then he was suddenly there. Like, that's when it started. But it's just been a progression for these last couple of years to now where I am now is a different place, a different level. And yeah, anyway, so I'm being reminded to tell you of this story before I wrap this up. If you're still with me, thank you. I know a lot of people don't watch the whole videos. I don't really get that, but it's all right. Like whenever I'm watching a video, if it's somebody that I resonate with their energy and I like them and I really like their messages and stuff, like I watch the video all the way to the end. I don't, you know, except for maybe at the end if they start saying, you know, giving their spiel about go to our website and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, which I keep forgetting to say those things, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. The story. So anyway, so my older son, my 16-year-old, my doubting Thomas, I was making dinner and he's in the kitchen with me talking to me and he's telling me that magic isn't real and maybe Jesus was real, but he didn't do real magic and because magic isn't real and da-da-da-da. And I said, well, I do magic every day. Like, it's real. And he's like, no, you didn't. No, you don't. Blah, blah, blah. Magic isn't real and you don't know how to do magic and blah, blah, blah. I'm not kidding you. Like, not even an hour later, I was sitting in my bedroom. He comes in the room and he goes, Mom, I need you to use your magic to tell me where my school folder is. I can't find it. And I couldn't help myself. I kind of smirked at him and I was like, oh, I thought you said magic isn't real. And he was like, oh, yeah, well, can you tell me where my folder is? I didn't really know where his folder was. I don't know what he ended up saying. Like, he ended up going, oh, yeah, I don't think I ever had a folder. I was like, what? How did you not know you didn't have a folder? And why did you think you were trying to look for a folder that never existed? I don't know. But anyway, I think the whole thing just happened just to show how funny it was that he's sitting there like in my face saying, magic isn't real and you're full of crap, basically. And then he's like wanting my magic, wanting me to use my magical powers for him. Any magic I have comes from Jesus. All credit goes to Jesus. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. I didn't do this magic before Jesus came. It's him. He does it. He does it through me. So it's a beautiful thing. But anyway, I like how the sunlight is coming in now. I wish it was on my face more, but it's so cold but sunny. So I like that sun. Anyway, I think that's it for today. So anyway, stay tuned. Maybe I'll tell my story one of these days. Maybe I'll make a video, a separate video maybe, telling my story so that I can be persecuted and made fun of more, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Jesus wants people to know that he's here and he's here. And he's working his magic here on the earth plane with all of us. Yeah, so anyway, leave a comment if you want. Or not, whatever. But I love, you know, as I always say, I know I talk about this too much maybe, but I just really love and appreciate the people who are commenting on these daily videos and any of the videos that I'm putting out and coming to the lives and stuff. You guys are my people. You guys are Jesus's people. And I'm just so appreciative because I went so long on this channel with like no interaction. And I don't know who was watching my videos and why they wouldn't interact, but I just saw 33. So, but it's just been so heartwarming to have that kind of interaction with at least a couple people, a few people, like 5 of you, I guess, pretty much, who are commenting and giving me feedback and messaging me or emailing me or whatever. And like I said, I'll start trying to remember to put my email in the description box in case somebody wants to send me an email. If you don't want to make a public comment and you don't have any other way to get a hold of me or whatever. Just watching a squirrel there hanging out on the top of a little tree. Those squirrels are... I love those squirrels. They're so playful. They're just always goofing around, having fun. Anyway, so, all right. Good chat. I hope you enjoyed it. And I love you, and you're doing an awesome job. And together we will change the world. And we're doing it. We're doing it in ways that we can't even fathom, that we can't even imagine. That's what Spirit tells me when I'm, Because I'm like, I'm just making these, I say dumb videos, but that sounds really bad when I say it out loud, but in my head when I say it, it doesn't sound that bad. But I'm like, I'm just making these silly videos, like, but this doesn't seem like serious work or important work or whatever. But Spirit's always like, nope, it is. Otherwise we wouldn't be having you do it. And I'm like, okay. I have faith in you. I know that you guys know what's going on and you're in charge. And I've given permission. I've given myself up for the greater good, and I've told Spirit, use me however you see fit. In whatever way that I can be used, use me. That's what I came here for. That's what I was born in this human body for. So that's what I'm trying to do, or whatever. I don't really know. All right. Oh, the sun's finally making its way to my face here as it's time to go. So anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.